keyword match types and negative keywords. As you can see since the last video, I've added 3 more ad groups to our campaign. I now have domain and hosting, graphic design, and online marketing as 3 more services that I want to provide, and I want to create ads for to direct traffic to my website. Each one of these ad groups now has between 15 and 20 keywords per ad group, just like we did before. And speaking of keywords, I want to touch on a few more things so that you understand exactly how Google AdWords works. Now, what we added to get started here, like we said, was broad match modified keywords. Now, I hope that doesn't sound too complicated, but maybe this will make it a little bit easier. If you're inside this screen and you hit the plus for under search keywords, you can add new keywords like we've been doing. So I'm going to go with the one that we were using, which is website design. And if I do nothing to this and I hit save, it's going to add website design to our keyword list, but as you can see, there's no plus, there's no nothing. This is a very normal broad match keyword. Broad match keywords do exactly what their name suggests. They are broad, they will match up with as many different things as possible. Now, as you might imagine, that has its good points and its bad points. It might get someone interested that wasn't searching for the exact right term, but it also might match up with someone who's searching for something completely different. This is why I prefer the broad match modifier. Now, there are a few other versions as well. If I click on this keyword right here, it'll open up the editor so I can edit it. But you can see underneath here, it's got a drop down that shows what kind of keyword it is. In this case, it's a broad match, like we said. If you click on the drop down menu, it's going to show the 3 different kinds of keywords that Google AdWords allows. One is broad match, the next is phrase match, and then exact match. Now, broad match already I have explained. Phrase match is exactly what it suggests as well. It's a phrase. So instead of website design, by the way, you'll notice the little inverted commas that pop up automatically. That is to show that it's a phrase match keyword. A better example of a phrase match is more something like, I want a website. That's an actual phrase. So if someone types in the phrase in Google, I want a website, like people do, this will hook up to the phrase match keyword and it'll show your ad. The next keyword in line is exact match. Now, if I click exact match, you'll see that these little square brackets instantly pop up. Now, exact match is also what it suggests. And let me just get rid of all of this and I'll make it again. Exact match is for keywords that I like to call them like power keywords. Let's say that a keyword like we've been using, like web design, as we saw from Keyword Planner, it's very popular too, is turning out to get a lot of clicks, and it's turning out to actually bring a lot of traffic, and it's doing the right job because this is what people are searching for. I'm going to turn web design into an exact match, which means that there is no flipping around of words. It won't pick up plurals or spelling or typos or anything like that. If someone searches for the exact keyword of web design and your ad group or your ad has this attached, once again, based on Google's love of relevance, it will pick up that, oh, this is exactly what this person is looking for. I'm going to connect them to it as soon as possible. So what I always like to do is when I start creating a new campaign, I'll go and I'll create a whole bunch of broad match modified keywords like we've done here. And then I'll take the top, let's say 5, that I think are actually going to be the winners, like web design, for example, or the phrase matches that I think are going to be good. And I create 5 extra keywords that are exact match that I believe are going to bring in more clicks. And what you can do over time is you can see which ones work best and you can optimize for that. So to quickly conclude, we remember now that you get broad match, you get broad match modified, you get phrase match, and you get exact match. And you can use these 3 or 4 as you see fit depending on the campaign and what you want to achieve. Now, the next thing that I wanted to show you is negative keywords. Negative keywords are actually very important too. Now, search keywords will trigger your ad. Negative keywords will make sure that if someone is typing in this, it will not trigger your ad. Reason for that being is that it'll save you money because people might be searching for something that's not actually related to your ads that you don't want them to call you. And I'm going to give you a quick example that is from experience that tends to happen a lot. Now, we know that we want to add a keyword, I'm saying on the good side, like website development. That seems like something that we want, right? But what tends to happen is someone will type in website development jobs. And what this will do, if I just click save, is anytime someone searches for website development jobs, which they are definitely going to do, it's going to make sure to not show my ad because I'm not hiring. I want people who want website development. I don't want to be hiring people and getting phone calls all the time or emails looking for jobs. So this is an important one, which you can do. Now, this works just the same as the others. This is a broad match. I can create a phrase match or an exact match, or I can even create a broad match modified keyword. It's up to you, depending on what you want to do. Like, let's say you wanted to cancel out jobs, though. There's a good way, and that is to just add jobs on its own as a word, because it'll pick up now if any keyword in your list has the word jobs in it, it'll automatically reject it. This can be very handy, and what you want to do is over time, as your campaign goes and you start learning what is working and what isn't, seeing what kind of response you're getting, you can add negative keywords to kind of filter out the riffraff. And you can do it for your clients as well if they're complaining. Like, for example, I had a client that called me and said, you know what, my Google AdWords are amazing. I'm getting phone calls every day, but half of them are people looking for jobs. We need to fix that. And I went in, I created negative keywords, it filtered those people out, and the calls stopped coming. So this genuinely is an important thing to know. The last thing that I want to show you in the keywords panel is this button here for search terms. Now, unfortunately, this campaign is not going to show anything because this campaign hasn't been active yet. But if you click on search terms, it brings up this drop down, you're going to click on search terms as well. This, over time, based on your campaign's performance, will start bringing up the actual search terms that people are typing in Google that are triggering your keywords and your ads. And it'll be able to tell you what that search term is, the match type that it is, what's been added or excluded, and how many clicks this has been getting. A search terms report, as we call it, is extremely potent for optimization. Let's say you're doing a AdWords campaign for a client. Each month, or every 2 weeks, let's say, depending on how much time you're spending, you want to do a search terms report on that campaign, on that ad group, see what people are searching for, and you can actually modify your keywords and optimize your campaign. Letting your clients know that you're doing this as well is a sure way to get them to also trust that you're doing the right thing and that you have their best interests at heart.